Hi, this is Lara from Elliott Wave Forex with a free Dow analysis for you after the New York trading session dated Wednesday 21st of July has ended. I'm going to try and do some Dow analysis for you each day for a week or two just to see if I can handle the workload, and if it's doable I may add it to what I'm offering to subscribers on my site. I'm just going to start, as I do for daily analysis for the euro and the pound, I'm going to start with a daily chart and then look at an hourly chart. If you would like to see historical analysis, the big picture at primary and cycle degree, you'll find it on my site. Go to elliottwaveforex.com and click on Stock Market Analysis on the right hand side under Categories, and you'll find some historical analysis there. So just for brevity's sake, to fit this within 10 minutes, I've got a lot to go through. I'm just going to stick to the daily and hourly charts in this video. We had this whole year-long rise to end a primary second wave, and this recent fall from this point here is our primary wave 3. And so far, wave behaviour is fitting a primary third wave pretty well. The trend is unmistakably down. Upwards movement is more choppy and corrective, although this one here looks pretty impulsive. Overall, downwards movement is much stronger. And we're seeing new lows from the Dow, which is exactly what we should expect to see. We've got some nice Fibonacci relationships here within this blue or minor wave 1. This pink wave 1 here is 17 points short of 0.236, the length of this pink 3. It's also 16 points more than 0.236, the length of wave 5. So a fairly adequate Fibonacci relationship between 1 and 3 and 1 and 5. 3 and 5 perhaps trying for equality and failing to reach it by 144 points, with 3 being longer than 5. So we've got a nice clean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, followed by an expanded flat, a nice 3-wave structure for A, a deep B that moves beyond the start of A. It's 121% correction of A, which is well within expected guidelines, which are between 100 and 138%, bang in the middle there nearly, followed by a nice 5-wave structure up for wave C pink to N2 blue. And this wave C is 58 points more than 1.618, the length of this wave A. That 1.618 relationship of C to A is pretty common for an expanded flat. That's what we would have expected, and it was only 58 points above that target. Thereafter, a good strong fall to make a new low for the Dow for a first wave at pink degree, starting our third wave at primary degree within our first wave at intermediate degree within primary 3. A really deep correction up for a second wave, and starting now on a third wave to the downside. This wave count says that we're embarking right now on wave 3 green, within wave 3 pink, within wave 3 blue, within wave 1 at intermediate degree. So we should be seeing some really strong downwards movement from the Dow very soon, if my interpretation of this piece of movement here is correct. While this is in progress, we should not see any movement above 10,418 points. My target for the downside for this wave 3 pink is 8,751 points. At that stage, somewhere around there, within about 20 points either side probably, we should see a correction to the upside. Taking you now to the hourly chart, where this green 1, 2 and pink 2 is this green 1, green 2 and pink 2 up here, and here's our more recent Dow drops. We've got a really nice classic textbook impulse to the downside with a third wave extension within it here, and quite some nice Fibonacci relationships within this wave 1 green here. Within wave 1 orange and between wave 1, 3 and 5 orange here, wave 3 orange is just 16 points short of 2.618, the length of this fifth wave, and wave 5 is 15 points short of 1.618, the length of wave 1. So some adequate Fibonacci relationships there. Within this wave 3 orange, between 1, 3 and 5 red, this should be a red. I'll have to change that. Wave 3 red is 18 points short of 2.618, the length of this fifth wave, and wave 5 is 14 points more than 0.618, the length of this wave 1 red. Within this wave 3 red, between blue 1, 3 and 5, blue 1 is a bare 3 points short of 0.618, the length of this fifth wave, a really tight Fibonacci relationship there, And this fifth wave is just 11 points short of 0.382, the length of this third wave. Some pretty good Fibonacci relationships within that. Gives a really good overall look. Thereafter, a long, sharp wave A, a little B and a little C to end wave 2 green. And now we're working on wave 3 green to the downside. Within this wave 3 green, wave 3 orange is 19 points short of 2.618, the length of this wave 1. I would expect that after this fourth wave is finished, wave 5 was likely to be around about equal with 3, if not 1.618, the length of it. It's probably going to be quite long. It really does need to move well beyond the end of this one, or I'm going to move the degree of labelling down 1 degree here. This third wave at green degree that began at this point is likely to be well longer than this first wave. A target to the downside may lie about 9,598 points for wave 3 green to finally end. This fourth wave unfolding today looks like a barrier triangle. If the barrier triangle holds, if price remains above this point here and below this point here while it unfolds, 3 waves down for D, 3 waves up for E, highly likely to overshoot the AC trend line. If it holds and it makes that formation, when it's over, look out for a really sharp drop to the downside, some strong downside movement from the Dow towards that target, 9,598, highly likely to get there. So that's all from me with your Dow analysis. I hope that's useful in your trading. And if you would like me to continue doing it after I've done my trial week or so, let me know. Use the contact form on my site.